Illumination's Sonic movie is very fun. In comparing it to the dumpster fire of video game movies, how has it taken this long to actually get this right? But also, the cast is very Hollywood. Like Superboy and The Office actor Chris Pratt, he does a fine job in the role, but his voice just does not match the character of Sonic. And I don't like that he's becoming the new voice actor and everything. Charlie Day, that most people recognize as Ted from How I Met Your Mother, is surprisingly a lot better in the role, even though he spends most of the film captured. This wisp is hilarious.
Only hope is the sweet relief of death.
Anya Taylor-Joy as Amy is fine, but when the film started I did have some concern, but not in a ew women kind of way. I felt they were going to play the reverse card to make her more competent. Like she goes through this game level obstacle course completely fine when Sonic has a montage to get through it. And they already captured Tails, so I thought they were going to have Amy just kind of be like, why even need Sonic in this movie? But they ultimately turn it around by the midpoint. The best casting in the film is Jack Black as Robotnik. Honestly, he's really good in the role. He can be really funny and somewhat intimidating. I mean, his plan is to bulldoze Mobius and robotize everyone to try and impress his dead grandpa. Like that whole scene when he's at the piano singing, Gerald, 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 Gerald. Of course, Jack Black is second in Tenacious D, the greatest band in the multiverse. I mean, not everyone can be as successful as Kyle Gass, but Seth Rogen as Knuckles is alright, but he is really funny in the fight against Sonic, with Sonic trying to get the Echidna tribes to help against Eggman. But he is part of probably the worst scene in the film when him and Sonic are talking about disapproving parents and they're comparing Uncle Chuck and Chief Pachacamac. I mean, it's an okay scene, but it just doesn't fit with the tone of the rest of the film, and for once, a movie I'm talking about is not overly long. If anything, I think this movie could have gone on a little longer. Give more time to Sonic and Tails' relation, or Sonic and Amy's relation. The soundtrack's great, they even use songs from the actual games. But then again, Hollywood, and they throw in just these not bad, but overused songs because animated movies are still in that I Wanna Be Shrek era, even 20 years later. It's really fun seeing the casual use of the power-ups from the game. The animation's so good, especially the scene where they're paying tribute to Sonic Riders is just so cool, colorful, and creative. You can tell this film is made by people who actually care about the franchise because there's tons of Easter eggs, like featuring the theme to Sonic Sat AM. The OG voice actor making a cameo, even subtle things like the human mare is Sarah from the OVA, and a bunch of little Sega references all over the film that aren't really distracting and just kind of feel organic. If you get it, you get it, and not just in your face trying to make a reference, showing they do care. Even though there's definitely going to be some jaded pain in the ass that doesn't care about any of this and thinks it's annoying, but fuck them. It's not that deep of a movie, it's just a fun adventure, like the majority of the games. Not everything needs to be about the meaning of life and deconstructing everything. Sometimes you do just need a lighthearted adventure. But let me know your guys' opinions down below, as well as hitting that like button and subscribing if you're new.